So I was doing some spring cleaning, going through my desk, going through my drawers, cleaning stuff out, throwing stuff away, I haven't touched these drawers in like years, so it really was needed. And I found this. To Future, and then my real name that I cover up for privacy reasons. But this is a letter that I wrote in 2019 based on, it says, do not open less than a year after November 2019. So I'm assuming I wrote it sometime in 2019. So I was like 14-ish. And it is for future me. And it's been like 6 years, so I'm going to open it. And I wanted to open it on camera because it's gonna be cringe. Now, I did read a little bit of it. There's 2 notes. I did read a little bit of this one, but I didn't read it all. It was like about like the first paragraph, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on this. So I don't really know what is said in all of these, but we'll see. I wrote so much, and I like forgot that I ever did this until I found it, and then I now remember what like was going on. Like, I remember it was like some random night I was just like, I want to write a letter to my future self, because I had like a whole like fascination with kind of the future and how things change, how different I'll be, growing up. And so I wanted to write a letter to when I was older, and now I am almost 20, so I'm gonna start with this one. Dear future me. So there is another writing to future self letters here, but this one I really want to do an updated version. So how's life? Right now, as you probably know, it isn't the best. In fact, it's pretty shit. The best thing that happened was the MCR reunion. That was like the best day of my life when I was 14. Oh, remember that so vividly. I'm going to go to the doctor's next week to see if I need vitamins or medication. Do I take one of those? Do I eventually try both? I'm about to start Zoloft here. This is right before I started Zoloft, and that was horrible. The worst experience ever. I hated it. It gave me like panic attacks. And then I switched to Prozac, which is what I still take now. And then I also take mirtazapine. It's, better. I don't get panic attacks. It just doesn't really do much. But, well, it does a little. It could be worse. If so, what is it like? Obviously, I'll figure it out eventually, but why not ask even though you can't respond, ... Anyway, how is your OCD and depression? OCD? Better. The intrusive thoughts I had in 2019? I don't get them, barely, ever. I might get them a little bit, but they're not as bad as they were when I was 14. Oh lord. Any better? I hope so. Recently, I've been having bad urges to cut. Have you done that?
Girl, what the f?
I hope not. Right now, I'm playing MCR Summertime and texting my friend at the time, because my violent OCD thoughts are bad after watching the Joker movie. Violent OCD thoughts in violent movies don't work well. Now I watch violent horror movies and I love it. I don't get any anxious thoughts. All different movies, so I also love Terrifier. Progress. It's progress. Please tell me it gets better. It does. Kind of. Anyway, are you still friends with my friend at the time? Surprisingly, yes. We stopped being friends in 2020. We talked a little bit, and then haven't talked for years, and then at the beginning of senior year, we reconnected because I wanted to go on a walk through the elementary school with her, because, we were friends in elementary school. Our 3rd and 4th grade teachers knew us as best friends, and so I thought it was, like, perfect to go back together as friends. And so we reconnected, we've hung out a bit since. I still text her. We are still friends. You better be, or else I'll force y'all to be best friends again, because she is a great friend. Do you still like MCR and or Palais Royale? Yes, I still listen to both. Not as much as I did, but I still like both. Did you see either one of them? Or both? I'm seeing MCR in August. And I was gonna see Pally Real and meet them in 2020, and then COVID happened. Hopefully Pally Real opened for MCR at some point. They did not. Did you figure out your sexuality yet? Yes, girl, you are bi. Did you fuck up again? You better not have. What? How's your writing? Is it better? Yeah, it is. Are you still planning to be a writer? I do plan on publishing a book. I am in the process of writing one that I do want to publish. But my main goal is to create a movie about intrusive thoughts, a horror movie. This was around the time that I came up with the idea of a horror movie to depict intrusive thoughts. And there is nothing like that. I don't know any like that. I always said that it is the closest representation of intrusive thoughts, but it's not intentional. So I was like, you know what? It would be cool to create one that, does that. Has that impact that is actually about intrusive thoughts. Is school still good? You fail high school. You don't repeat any grade, fortunately, but you do really bad in high school. You have to take summer school, junior to senior year, and then you get an extension at the end of your senior year before you get your diploma. You still get to graduate though. Are you a YouTuber? Hello, YouTube. Probably not, but that would be cool. Anyway, I think I'm done, so I'll go. I hope my future is better. Let's just wait and see, I suppose. Age 14, November 11th, 2019. So that's the first one. I'm gonna go through the one that's written in blue marker. And this one is even better, I can tell, because it says fanfic. This was January 25th, 2018. So I was like 13? How's 2023? Oh, you're gonna have a fun time in 2023. You're gonna have the biggest mental breakdown of your entire fucking life because of a fucking man. It's okay. It's okay. We all chill now. Did the MCR rumors come true? Yes, MCR got back together in 2019. Do you still like MCR and Panic at the Disco? Yes, not as much as before.
Oh my god.
How about Shane and Dan and Phil? Oh girl, you're gonna have a rude time in a few years when you figure out all that stuff about Shane Dawson. You still like Dan and Phil though. I don't watch them as much. I don't keep up with them as regularly as I did when I was 13, but I still fuck with them. Still friends with my friend at the time. Yes, I crossed out something. What? How was middle school and how is high school? Found anything out about yourself? A lot. I also listen to Taylor Swift. Ooh, I do have basic white girl in me. That's something I figured out. Have any new friends? Not in person. I have some people in real life, kind of.
Probably not.
Dating anyone? I'm not sure. I don't know. Dating anyone? Question mark? No? Okay. Is your brother still living there? Yes, he is right on the other side of the wall. I don't know if you can hear him. He's talking, playing games right now. Because he now moved all his stuff into his room. And it's on the other side of my wall. Still reading fan fiction? No, girl, no. You are almost 20. You are not reading Dan and Phil or Frank and Gerard fan fiction anymore. You are reading smutty dark romance books. So you're kind of evolved.
Have fun.
Have fun with life. I hope I read this when I'm at least 15 or older. Oh Lord. Are Dan and Phil married? From past me, 12 to 13 years old. It wasn't as bad. It was kind of bad, It was bad. I really liked making note to my future self because I thought it was fun. And I probably will still look back on this in another 6 years and be like, oh, thank you for watching for some reason. Like I said, I was cleaning out my stuff. So I have some new stuff that I'm about to list on my Depop. So I'm gonna link it in the description for YouTube and for whatever is going on TikTok. I'll have it in my bio. Thank you for watching.